How do you build your profile so as to not only get into your dream university, but also, on top of that, gain funding, gain scholarships? Well, this is the question in this video, and I am on my way to tell you what I have learned in the past 3 years while I have been researching this process rigorously, how I have worked on my own profile throughout my university years, throughout my bachelor's, and trust me guys, you follow this and you will be able to secure funding and you will be able to secure that admit. Really, you do not need any other resource. I want to make sure that you get everything you need in this video. Alright, so first thing, you need to have a great GPA regardless of whatever anyone else says, regardless of whatever your seniors tell you. You need to have a great GPA. You need to prove to the university that you can actually work well and you can actually, get great grades. Alright, the university would not like people who are not able to survive, who are not able to get a good GPA and really pass even sometimes. So if you have backs, if you're failing your subjects, really work on your GPA. This is the most important thing. Next is that you want to prepare for your scores early. Now, what do I mean by scores here? Well, depending on what you're doing, you might be a bachelor student, you might be a master student, you might be a PhD student. You have a set of exams you need to give. For instance, for bachelors, it's the SATs and the TOEFL or the IELTS. Again, for masters, it's GRE or GMAT, whatever it is. In your case, prepare for these exams early. Seriously, start studying from your 1 year before you actually apply. So work through it, work hard. Depending on how much time you have when you're watching this video, do it right now. Start today. Alright? These scores are really important. They can potentially help you get scholarships. Next, you have projects. Alright, now projects might not be something that people take seriously, not just tiny minor projects that everyone's doing. Think innovative. Think how you can actually contribute to the society. Think how your projects can be really good for someone else and how that might be valuable. Alright, so work on your projects. Your projects can actually help the committee or help the admissions committee show that you are able to understand the practical aspects of your knowledge, and not only that, you can actually apply it, you can actually build something useful with that knowledge. Alright, research. Now, this is the most important criteria. A lot of you might belong to universities where your professors might not be researching, where, really, you might have professors who are not involved in research because the university is just not at par. I understand that. Or some of you might even be from great universities where professors might be researching very, very actively. If you are from that university, great. Get involved with them. Not only will you gain research experience, you'll publish papers, but you'll also get great candidates which can actually be used for your letter of recommendation. Alright, so they will write you recommendation if you research with them, definitely, and it will turn out to be the best recommendation letter, I'm telling you. Alright, but if you do not belong to such a university, reach out to the professors in your own country and really to the professors outside your country as well. Reach out and try to contact them. This will be something that is so invaluable that you do not realize right now. Alright, now the fifth thing is get into internships. Alright, you want to gain industry experience as well if you can. Really get the taste of both the things, research side and internship side, and then maybe you can decide better what you want to do in your life. You will actually have much more industrial experience and you will actually see how things are really done in the industry, and it's very different from the things that we are taught in university. So gaining that kind of experience will actually give you much more perspective and you can frame your application so much better that way. Alright, so go for internships. Finally, you have your applications. Now, I know a lot of people might say that, I didn't mention extracurriculars, I didn't mention volunteering. You can do all of these things. These are the most important things. Do not forget these things at all. Alright, these are something that I personally focused on the most. So what about applications? Well, start early. Shortlist the universities early, and really, if you do not know how to shortlist them, I'll put a link to the video I personally put out at the end, and you'll be able to use that. But really, shortlisting is the most important part of your application. You can actually shortlist the universities which will all give you an admit. Alright, and also prepare early, meaning that you should be drafting your statement of purpose really early. You should have a lot of time so that you can really work through it well. Alright. And you should have someone who can review it. You should really write it so eloquently that you get that admit and you get that funding. Alright. If you have great scores, if you have a great record, and if you have a great SOP, really good LORs, I'm sure that you will succeed in your applications. I'm sure that you will get that admit. I'm sure that you will get whatever you are looking for throughout this process, be it funding or any university that you like. Alright. So all the best to you guys. In the next video, I will definitely share how someone who doesn't really have the amount of funding that it takes can survive by working in the US at the same time as he studies. So there's a couple of ways you can actually do that depending on your situation, depending on your university, and we'll go through all of those ways. But really, if you have really built your profile up, you will be able to get into those ways so much more easier. Alright. Now, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see which universities I get the admit from, if you want to see really my whole admissions process, you can go onto my Instagram and you can follow me over there. You can actually also join the WhatsApp or the Facebook groups and you can contact me right over there. Alright. Anything else you want me to include in this video, anything else you think that is important, write down in the comments down below so that everyone can benefit. Alright guys, great seeing you and I'll see you next time.